Yobbo, Maniac. Oh, hold on, I think there's a chance here. Oh, damn it!
Jeremy Clarkson is an English broadcaster, journalist, and writer who specializes in motoring. He's best known for co-presenting the motoring programs Top Gear from 2002 to 2015 and the Grand Tour alongside Richard Hammond and James May. His opinionated but humorous tongue-in-cheek writing and presenting style has often provoked a public reaction. He also has a significant public following, being credited as a major factor in the resurgence of Top Gear as one of the most popular shows on the BBC.
Ready, steady, go. Well, I've bought a stalled horse. It's going backwards. I've bought a reversing horse.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Jeremy Charles Robert Clarkson, but is also known as Jezza. He was born on April 11, 1960 in Doncaster, West Riding of Yorkshire, England, making him 60 at the time of this production. He stands 6'5", or 196 centimeters. His first job at the BBC was actually playing a public schoolboy named Atkinson in the Children's Hour serial adaptation of Anthony Buckridge's Jennings novels. However, he left the series when his voice broke. We know that Jeremy loves wearing denim jeans at any given opportunity. Sadly for jeans manufacturers, this association with middle-aged men has been dubbed the Jeremy Clarkson effect and has been blamed by some for a decline in sales 20 years ago. Jeremy has never hidden the fact that he disliked the Rover brand, and some critics have attributed his views as influential enough to bring the closure of the car company. Referencing Winston Churchill's famous speech, he once said, "Never in the field of human endeavor has so much been done so badly by so many." His comments over the years saw Rover's workers hang an anti-Clarkson campaign banner outside the Longbridge plant during its final days. At the British Press Awards in 2004, he apparently swore at Morgan in his final days as Mirror editor and punched him before being restrained by security. You may have even forgotten that Jeremy hosted the first series of Robot Wars before Craig Charles made the show his own, but he apparently didn't leave on any bad terms. Producer Tom Gutteridge has said that Jeremy was simply too busy, not because he disliked the show in any way. Despite this, he was never referenced ever again and was edited out of VHS releases. Jeremy apparently passed his test in style back in 1977 behind the wheel of his grandfather's Bentley R-Type. He was so confident that he'd passed the first time, he even brought along scissors to remove the L plates afterwards. Clarkson married Alex Hall in 1989, but she left him for one of his friends after 6 months. In May 1993, he married his manager, Frances Kane, daughter of VC recipient Robert Henry Kane in Fulham. The couple lived in Chipping Norton in the Cotswolds with their 3 children. Clarkson has been described as a member of the Chipping Norton set, known for buying him car-related gifts for Christmas. 2007, Clarkson's second wife bought him a Mercedes-Benz 600. She was reported to have filed divorce proceedings in April 2014. Jeremy Clarkson's current girlfriend is Lisa Hogan. The couple got together in 2017 and seemed to be happy together.
I apologise for hitting you in the plums.
Did he go for your plums? He does that. He actually does go for them.
In the right one.
Did he have his
It was
hand
my
that way?
favourite one.
Did he cup it or punch you?
He punched it.
Jeremy Clarkson was born on April 11, 1960 in Doncaster, England, to Shirley, a teacher, and Edward, a traveling salesman. Clarkson's parents also ran their own business selling tea cozies. His parents put Clarkson's name down in advance for private school years before his entrance to them, with no idea of how they were going to afford it. Shortly before his admission, his parents made 2 Paddington Bear toys for their children. They were so popular that they began selling them through their tea cozy business. The income from this paid for Jeremy's schooling at Hill House School, Doncaster, and Repton School. He's most widely known as the host of the internationally acclaimed sports car show Top Gear. However, his first job was as a traveling salesman for his parents' business, selling Paddington Bear toys. He later worked as a journalist for a number of newspapers. Clarkson formed the Motoring Press Agency, MPA, in 1984. He and fellow motoring journalist Jonathan Gill conducted road tests for newspapers and car magazines. He's been a regular contributor to Top Gear magazine since its debut in 1993. His first big television appearance was as the presenter/host of Top Gear in its earlier format from October 1988 to February 2000. Clarkson was also the host of the show's new format from October 2002 to March 2015. Alongside his co-presenters James May and Richard Hammond, Clarkson is credited with turning Top Gear into the most-watched show on BBC Two, which is rebroadcast to more than 100 countries around the world. Clarkson was suspended by the BBC from Top Gear in March 2015 following a fight with one of the show's producers. The BBC did not air the next episode of Top Gear or the final 2 episodes of the season after the incident in which Clarkson punched producer Oysen Timon so hard that he required treatment at the hospital. Clarkson's contract with the BBC expired at the end of March, and a previously proposed 3-year renewal was withdrawn. On July 30th, 2015, Amazon announced that Clarkson and his former Top Gear co-hosts Richard Hammond and James May would host a new show called The Grand Tour. The first season debuted November 18th, 2016. The series wrapped up its 4th season at the end of 2019. Considering the show's reach, Clarkson's Top Gear salary was a surprisingly modest $4 million per year. In addition to his base salary, Clarkson owned 30% of the rights to Top Gear. On top of his base salary, Clarkson typically earned an additional $7.5 to $13 million per year in dividends and bonuses from the show. In 2013, the BBC, which already owned 50% of the show, bought out all outstanding stakes to take full control of the Top Gear empire. This transaction netted Clarkson roughly $21 million. Amazon agreed to spend $250 million for a total of 36 episodes that will be spread over 3 years for the Grand Tour. Out of that amount, Jeremy Clarkson will receive $46 million to host the show, which will make him one of the highest-paid British TV hosts on any network. Jeremy Clarkson's net worth is $60 million. In 2012, Clarkson bought a 5-bedroom cottage on 312 acres in Cotswolds for $5.5 million. In 2018, he blew it up on the Grand Tour. After the rubble was cleared, Clarkson had plans to build a 6-bedroom, 3-story mansion. The cars that Jeremy Clarkson owns or has owned over the years include a Lamborghini Gallardo Spider, a Mercedes 600 Grosser, a Volvo XC90, a Ford GT, a Porsche 911, a Toyota Land Cruiser, a 1986 Alfa Romeo GT V6, a Jaguar XJR V8, a Ferrari F355, a Volkswagen Golf GTI, a McLaren 675 LT, a Mercedes CLK Black Series, a Mercedes SLK 55 AMG, a Mercedes SL 55 AMG, a Mercedes SLS AMG Roadster, a Range Rover, a Jaguar XJ6, a Jaguar XJR 4.0, a Ford Focus, a Ford Escort RS Cosworth, a BMW M3 CSL, a Honda CRX, a Lotus Elise 111S, an Aston Martin Virage, and a Volkswagen MK1 Scirocco.